Meantime, the moment the word went out to parents about Oxford High going under lockdown, Local 4's Rob Maloney heard from one of his friends by phone. The caller is a parent of an Oxford High School student, and Rod spent a lot of time on the phone with him. We were actually doing breaking news alerts throughout the afternoon with him together. He is now in the newsroom with his story. I felt like I lived this through you, Rod, as he was updating you minute by minute.
That's right. He was
horribly frightening.
Absolutely. He's calling it a regular basis. His name is Rob Gazanik. Now, he works from home in Oxford. And to get a feel for how quickly information moves in this day and age, he heard sirens outside his house. At the same time, his wife, who's in Florida visiting family, received the email from the school telling her about the lockdown. She called him, but she told him that the parents are being advised not to go to the school. Well, Rob's daughter is special needs. He wasn't having any of that, and he started driving toward the school.
When Rob got to the high school, he found a heavy police presence and a perimeter set up. He couldn't get to the school, so he moved to a nearby subdivision. And there, he surprisingly found a group of other parents, about a half a dozen other cars, and about 24 students. One neighbor was allowing students into their home. Rob and the other parents allowed the children into their vehicles as they were cold and they weren't wearing jackets. The story goes that they had been in the hallway near the history section in the school and heard the gunfire break out, and they ran out the exits, then through some woods and down into the area of Gadsby and State Street. Here's what he told us the scene looked like at the time.
These kids are pretty broken up. They were saying that it was right in the middle of the hallway is when the shooting took place. So they're traumatized. A lot of confusion. There's a lot of, you would not believe the police presence here right now. It seems that there's even sheriff deputies from other counties that are showing up. It is a wild scene out here right now.
Now, we just spent a lot of time on the phone with Rob, probably half a dozen, maybe a dozen calls, getting the first updates and then later updates, and we're certainly going to hear more from him coming up on Local 4 News at 5. Karen, back to you.
Can you tell us, Rod, a little bit about how he actually reunited with his daughter?
Well, yes, obviously he was deeply concerned, her being a special needs student, and it turns out that they had, the 15 of them or 16 of them had been locked in a teacher's office. About an hour or so after things quieted down enough, they were able to take the students from the school, bring them over to the Meijer, and then Rob was able to go and get in line and pick her up. But it took quite a bit of time because he said it was exceptionally confusing at the Meijer because while the children were there, they were being talked to by the sheriff's office investigators trying to find out what they knew as the parents were in line coming to get to the students. So it was a long, laborious process, but he was able to pick up his daughter. They have been reunited and they are now safely ensconced at home, and deeply saddened, by the way.
Well, obviously for these kids, I understand that the information is of utmost importance to get to the authorities so they can track down, but at the same time, you just want to see your mom and dad and get that hug. And
right.
That's got to be so hard for him that he was waiting in line. And I want to say thank you to him, too, because I know he did a lot of comforting for other kids. I know they were gathering at that intersection. And it's just sometimes in a moment of trauma, you don't know how you're going to react. But for that parent, he sure gave those kids a little bit of extra love.
Well, and the scene that he talked about there is when he got into that neighborhood, because he couldn't get to the school, so he went into the nearby neighborhood. And then all of a sudden he sees half a dozen other cars, and he sees a lot of kids. And the parents are allowing kids in the cars because they're out without coats in the cold weather. So they're letting them warm up in the car. One of the neighbors allowed children into their home as well. And it was there that other parents came and picked up those children. And that's where we got much of the information about what happened, because those students heard the shots and were there in the hallway and saw a lot of what it is that happened. And so again, we're going to be talking more and hearing more from them and from Rob coming up on Local 4 News at 5 o'clock.
All right, Rod, we really appreciate your time and your help, and thank you so much to your friend who gave us a little bit of encouraging news during this horrific afternoon.